Imagine a world you've never seen. A world ruled not by humans, but by giants. A world teeming with life so strange, so powerful, it defies imagination. This was Earth, millions of years before our time. Welcome to the untold story of the age of dinosaurs. We often think of this era as a monolithic period of titanic clashes, but the reality is far more complex and fascinating. For over 150 million years, an incredible array of creatures evolved, thrived, and ultimately vanished. This wasn't just one story, it was millions of stories, playing out across a planet that was itself constantly changing. Let's travel back to the late Triassic period, around 230 million years ago. The world was a vast, arid supercontinent called Pangaea. Here, the first true dinosaurs emerged. They were not the colossal beasts we often picture, but smaller, agile creatures like Eoraptor, racing through the fern-covered landscapes. They were pioneers, adapting to a harsh environment and laying the groundwork for the dynasty that would follow. They competed with other strange reptiles, but the dinosaurs had a unique advantage in their posture and movement, which would prove to be a key to their future success. As we move into the Jurassic period, the world began to change dramatically. Pangaea started to break apart, creating new oceans and coastlines. The climate grew wetter and more tropical, giving rise to lush forests of giant conifers and cycads. This was the golden age of the sauropods, the long-necked titans like Brachiosaurus and Diplodocus. Imagine herds of these magnificent animals, some as long as 3 school buses, peacefully stripping leaves from the tops of towering trees. Their sheer size was their greatest defense, a living fortress of muscle and bone. But the Jurassic wasn't just for giants. The ground teemed with life, including the clever and formidable Allosaurus, a predator perfectly designed to hunt these enormous herbivores. In the skies, pterosaurs with leathery wings soared, their shadows gliding over a world that was truly alive. Finally, we arrive in the Cretaceous period, the final act in the dinosaurs' long reign. The continents continued to drift towards their modern positions, creating a diverse patchwork of environments. This diversity sparked an explosion of evolution. The most famous dinosaur of all, Tyrannosaurus rex, stalked the forests of North America. With a bite force strong enough to crush bone, it was the apex predator of its time. But the T-Rex didn't have it easy. It faced formidable prey like the 3-horned Triceratops, a walking tank covered in armor and horns. Flocks of hadrosaurs, the duck-billed dinosaurs, communicated with complex calls as they navigated the perilous landscape. This was a world of specialization, an intricate web of predator and prey, where every day was a fight for survival. But what about the smaller stories? In the shadows of these giants, our own distant ancestors, the early mammals, were scurrying through the undergrowth. Flowers began to bloom for the first time, adding splashes of color to the endless green and brown and attracting the first pollinating insects. This wasn't just the age of dinosaurs, it was the crucible in which our modern world was forged. The ecosystems they built, the evolutionary paths they carved, set the stage for everything that was to come. Then, 66 million years ago, it all came to a sudden cataclysmic end. An asteroid, 6 miles wide, struck the Earth with unimaginable force, plunging the world into darkness and chaos. The reign of the dinosaurs was over. But their legacy is not just one of extinction. It's a story of incredible resilience, adaptation, and success. They ruled this planet for a period of time that makes human history look like the blink of an eye. Their bones, fossilized in stone, are a powerful reminder of a lost world, a world that existed long before us. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey back in time. If you were captivated by the epic story of the dinosaurs, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the deep past. See you next time.